Hi, my name is Terri Sproul, and I want to welcome you to my studio. Also want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, since Thanksgiving's in just 2 days. Yay! Food time. Love to eat Thanksgiving dinners. Appreciate you guys letting me have last week off. I had a wonderful trip when I went over to Phoenix to visit my mom, and I'm ready to get back to business. I did come home to some new products that were sent to me, but I haven't had a whole lot of a chance to play with them. But I'll show them to you anyways, even though I'm not going to play with them because I haven't even opened yet. Anyways, I do have Joe with me tonight, so he is going to help put the links over on the Google Hangout page. And if you're watching over on YouTube, you can also leave a question there. If I miss any questions, you can also put them all on my group in Facebook called All Things Terri Sproul. Okay, I am going to switch cameras, and we're going to get going. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay. Did it switch over? Am I frozen, Joe? Looks like I'm frozen on my end.
You are frozen.
Ah.
And I'm having trouble getting the comment window up, so I'll get there.
Hello, unfreeze, please. Let me switch back cameras. Okay, I'm not frozen there. Yay, back to live. The joy of live TV. Yay! Okay, that's last week's page. It just happened to flip over. I do want to show you. I have not had a chance to paint it, to be gone. I told you guys I've been so busy. But this was the paper clay thing that we did the other last week, 2 weeks ago. And remember, I painted one and I did one for you. Well, this is the one, and it's completely dry. So you can see the text in there really well. So if you missed this, go check out my video. The faces that we made. There's that really cool edge I made. And even the metal pieces have stuck down. I don't even have to worry about them. Remember, I was telling you sometimes you have to lift them up and put them back down with some glue. But these all held in there. So all of this held really, really well. So all I have to do is paint it now. So that's going to be the fun part. Okay, back into our book. Now the one bad part is, like I told you guys, the disadvantage about doing your cover before you finish your book is now my book does not lie flat. So I'm going to have to learn to work with that for the next few pages. Luckily, I don't have a whole lot left. But remember that. And remember not to do your book until you have finished the whole thing. Okay. Tonight I want to work with Liquitex's paint markers. Haven't played with them in a while. They're really fun. But I'm going to start off with some just acrylic paint. And I'm using, this is a golden color, and it's called Green Gold. It's one of my favorite colors. I love that color. I think it's so pretty. And just a paintbrush. I'm just going to get some color onto the background. Now, I did, prior to this class, gesso my page. Now, I have talked to you guys about that. A lot of times when I use this cottonwood journal, I don't really need to gesso my page because the paper does not bleed through or anything, but the technique that I'm going to do right off the bat here, I need it to do some resisting. So I did gesso my page. And I want to remind you that when I do say gesso, I am using a white gesso. So now I'm just going to come in with a baby wipe, and I'm going to wipe a lot of this away. As you see, I only put the paint in on the edges, and I'm going to wipe away most of this paint towards the center, giving it a darker edge and a lighter center. And then if you do move your baby wipe around to cleaner spots, it will even take some of the paint off. So do keep a clean spot or even change baby wipes. Now I actually want the whole page to have that yellowish green, but I really wanted it to be more green around the edges. So I will even go in and add a little more there because it just kind of took a little more off than I wanted. Because remember, this is art journaling. I can do whatever I want. Okay, ran out of paint, so let me grab just a little more. And remember, if you do your edges darker, I've told you guys this over and over and over, the reason you do your edges darker is because it draws the viewer's eye into the center of your page. So, got a good start already there. Okay. Again, I apologize, my page is not going to lay flat anymore. Oh well, live and learn. Okay, now I want to grab some molding paste. I've talked to you guys about molding paste before. You can either use Golden's, Liquitex has got one. Actually, there's quite a few companies that have them, including even, I think, what is it? Prima,
US ArtQuest has it.
Who?
US ArtQuest has a heavy and a light.
Yes, they do. And they have I like theirs a lot too. I just happen to have the light. The reason I use the light, to be honest, on the show is it's the one that dries the quickest for me. And I'm using this really pretty stencil that I've had forever. I got it from when I used to belong to Club Scrap, like 500 years ago. So this is a really old stencil. And this stencil actually has one of those ones that has multiple parts to it. So if I move my fingers here, you'll see it has another section here and another section here, so you can actually layer it. But I'm not going to be doing that tonight because that's more done for either sprays or actually I used it with my e-brush the other day, and it couldn't have worked better with the e-brush. It's probably one of the best ways I've ever had it work. I'm going to real quickly clean my stencil off. Because remember that you do need to get your molding paste off of your stencils or they will ruin it. A lot of times I have a jar in my water on my floor, but I forgot it today, so I just used a baby wipe. Knew there was something I was forgetting. Oh well, live and learn, right? Oh, while that gives that a second to dry, I wanted to real quickly show you guys this. I have 9 kits left for this little class, and I'm going to sell them from $25 for the first 9 people who get a hold of me with plus shipping, and I will do a class on how to do it. It's a portfolio. This is actually magnetic right here. This opens with magnetic. This is using all the Graphic 45 paper, and it comes with all these inside. The only thing I won't be able to send you is the stamps, but I could stamp that for you. But this is a date keeper, so you pull out January per se. You move this to the side because that's wet. So I pull out January, and on the back it has the dates for January. So if you have a birthday, January 7th is your son's birthday, you would write January 7th is your son's birthday, and it's a keeper for your all your dates. So if you're interested in that, PM me over on Facebook, and I'll get that out to you. I'm going to real quickly dry this. It's already a little dry, but not all the way. You do got to be careful not to dry it too much because it will bubble. So I'm actually going to stop there because it was starting to get hot. And I got the top of it dry enough for me to continue to work. Okay, I got my Liquitex paint markers out. These are great. Come in a couple different sizes. You can also buy, this particular brand right here, and this one is empty. So you would fill it yourself with whatever color paint you want. But these come with paint in them. You do need to shake them. And as you know, I always shake off camera because the camera doesn't like all the shaking motion. And it has a little ball inside of it, so you do hear it shaking. Okay, grab my water. So I'm going to get these started really well. And I'm going to do a big blob of this paint right here. Big blob. I don't want you to run that way, so I'm going to hold the book just because I'm trying to prevent the book from running the way I want it to. Because remember I told you it's not staying flat anymore? So I'm pumping out a lot of paint. I'm using 3 different colors. Oh, this yellow might not work. I got such a yellow background. Okay, I'm going to grab some water, and I'm going to spray water on it and let it drip. I think I want a little more. A little more water. Oh, my front fell off. Look how cool that looks. Piece of my front fell off. The metals that I was just bragging about. No big deal. Remember, like I said, that's really common for it to fall off. I almost always have to adhere it down. So I'm going to dry this. I think I need more pink. Okay, I think I like that. Sorry you guys are getting big time glare because I can't get that book to lay flat. Okay, I think I like that. Let me go ahead and dry that up a little more. And push it up a little bit. Okay, I kind of like that. I kind of have a theme for tonight, and it's going to be called Be Brave. Okay, let's give that a second to dry. Give this try this real quick. This is getting really close. Okay, while that's drying, I have this stencil. This is from Tim Holtz. And I'm going to use that and some acrylic paint. I didn't grab gold or yellow on my desk, so hold on. Oh, wait a minute. No, that won't work. So, not seeing a whole lot of questions going by. We got a quiet night tonight. There's quite a few of you in the room. I know a lot of people are getting ready for the holidays. So I just grabbed some acrylic paint, and I'm going to use a paint makeup sponge. Just go through these rays. Might have to go in with a different color, with maybe some orange. Oh, no, that's showing. I like that. That works good enough. I'm going to turn it over and do it on the same side. I mean, on the other side. You know what I meant. Sometimes it's really hard to hold this stuff down and keep my hands out of your guys' way. So excuse me when I try. I'm not doing a very good job of keeping my hand out of your way this time. I think I do want to come in with just a little orange. I happen to have some fluorescent orange right here, so I'm going to grab that. Oh, didn't shake. Didn't shake, shake, shake.
Now I have that song in my head. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. This is why I shouldn't sing.
Yeah, I hear you, dude. Me too. I'm using the high flows because that was the first orange I found. And it's kind of not, it's kind of flowing under a little more than I want it to. That's what I get for using the wrong paint. I should know better. So let's go for some real color paint. So the high flows, being that they're too watery, was going underneath my stencil, even though I was trying really hard not to let it. So live and learn. I'm going to just do some acrylic paint this time, real lightly. There we go. Better. There we go. There we go. Now it's definitely shiny. That's more like what I was looking for. Okay. I'm going to use the paint, acrylic paint pen, and I'm going to do the inside of my light here. So there we go. So that's nice and bright. Let me zoom in on that because I'm not sure how well you guys can see that. There we go. Let me grab a tiny paintbrush. I'm going to grab some of the orange and just blend it in a little bit with that. Actually, my finger. There we go. I brought it out a little bit. Just cleaning up my mess. Okay, cool. I need to figure out how to color that in. So I think, you know what would be kind of cool on that? Pan pastels would definitely work, but I think I got something even closer. Yeah, I am going to grab, because it was closest on my desk, is some chalk color block. What is it? Cat's eyes. That's the name of these things. And real lightly touch the top of my, really lightly touch the top of my stencil there, and it's grabbing the color and bringing that out. So there we go. I just put a second color on there. and grab a baby wipe and clean up my mess. So anywhere that I got over it, I'm just going to clean it out, and it's almost making a shadow, so that's kind of cool. So that actually my mistakes is working as a really cool effect. Don't you love happy accidents? They're the best. Look at that. That really gave a shadow on that. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Okay. Now I am excited. What time is it? Because I have two things I want to show with you tonight. One is we're going to use this stamp right here. This is stamp, wow, way up there. Really pretty one from Sincity Stamps. It's actually one of mine. It's called Angel in Time, excuse me. But I actually stamped her and cut out just her, because I love her, just as much as I love that stamp. So I fussy cutted her out, and I'm going to use her. And then I'm very excited, guys. Let me zoom out here again. I got my new stamps, my new letter stamps today, or excuse me, yesterday actually, in the mail. They are absolutely awesome. Love the size of them. Love that they're not too thick. So they're about 1.5 inches tall. They're not very thick. And right now, if you order the alphabet, you get the numbers and symbols for free. The alphabet is $20, and then the numbers and symbols are included for free. So you're getting almost a $30 package for free, for 20 bucks, not for free. So definitely check that out. So I'm going to glue her down right there, but I'm going to write the word "be brave." I don't know how many of you guys listen to modern music. I've always been an old country or old classic rock girl, but lately I've been kind of tired of not knowing what all these names of these groups are that people talk about. So I decided to start listening to more modern music. And one of the songs that I really, really like right now is a song called Brave. And it kind of has a lot of meaning to it, so I'm going to use that as my quote today. So I'm grabbing my letters to spell out "be brave." Why I didn't do this prior to you guys getting here, I don't know. Because I had to cut them all out earlier. Okay, so B-R, I need an R. And B-R-A, there's an R, A-V, and I need an E. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Of course I can't, oh wait, oh, the E's already out, never mind. Okay. Now I am going to use Indian ink for this. And I'm also real quickly going to adhere down the girl here. I do want to color her wings though too. Oh, got some paint on my paintbrush, but that's okay. Okay, so she's going to walk right there. Cleaning up my paintbrush because I don't want to mess up the paint this time. And I'm going to seal her down like I always do. I always talk to you guys about you always should take gel medium and paint over your object. It will completely seal it down. And it does a couple other things too. It allows you to be able to do certain techniques over it because it is sealed, and you won't have worried about anything leaking or bleeding through. So it's kind of it's a good practice to get into. And you can tell I do because mine is almost empty. I actually just bought myself a new one the other day. And I always advise that you buy the matte. Okay, perfect. And not the glossy. Unless you want glossy. But I am a matte girl. Okay, so we're going to start off. Now, I am probably going to have to come towards me to make sure I do this correctly, so I apologize real quickly. And I'm also dealing with a book that's not level. So let me do that. I flipped my book backwards is what I did to see if I can get some levelness here. Now I am going to use Indian ink. This is from Stuart Superior, but you could use archival. You could use even Faber-Castell's Pitt pens are also Indian ink. Indian ink is a waterproof ink. Isn't those a cool letter? I'm really, really happy with my letters, guys. I hope you guys purchase them. Great size. They're just a really nice letter. I'm really, really happy with them. Okay, I'm just a little biased, but you know. Now that was my fault because I should have cut a little closer there. But that's okay. I will cut a
You know,
little
sometimes,
closer.
Terry, if you don't need duplicate letters, you can put your whole word on the block at once.
Yes, that is true. I don't know why I don't do it that way, but I never do.
I like to lay them down on the page upside down with no ink, get them the way I want them, then put the block down to pick them up. And that way I don't screw it up.
That's a great
Doesn't mean I don't stamp and screw it up and get the ink everywhere. It just means I can fit them all. Let me be clear. I might not have been clear there.
I told you to hear you on that one. We've all done that before. I know these will fit because I did test it earlier, so. I'm trying to press a little harder because the book's not flat, and that's why I ended up with that E mark. But that's okay. That's okay. It's only an art journal. And remember, I'm being brave tonight, so. Okay, almost done here. But I really like these letters too because I'll show you here in a minute. You can take a white pen and add some really cool texture to these, or depth. Love it. Sorry, I'm excited. And I love my background. I need to do something with her wings still too. Oh, wait a minute. This is not going to work. Yeah, I knew I was going to mess that one up. The book was not allowing me to. The block was not allowing me to get over. But that's okay. I fixed it. Okay, I'm going to continue by doing. I want to grab some. This is a fun paint. Interference Gold Fine by Golden. Really fun paint. It's because it's an interference, means it's going to be completely translucent. I'm cleaning my paintbrush so I can use it here. And this particular one is gold. It's hard to see the color, but really is gold. And I want to do just her wings. Oh, I should have grabbed a much smaller paintbrush. but I'm making it work. They always say use the tool that works with best for what you're doing, and sometimes I don't pay attention to that rule. Bad. Okay, that'll dry a little clearer, so you'll be able to see her the wings through the paint a little more here as soon as it dries a little bit. Okay, I also want to do some splashes tonight. So I'm going to grab some black paint. Oh, and white letters. Oh, I'm going to do something with the white letters too. Hold on. Hold on. Me and my thinking. Okay, this is the white Liquitex pen. Now, what's really cool about this, with these letters, you can do a really cool outline with the white. It really brings them out. So make sure you guys order these letters. These will work out really great for your art journals. And this would even be good for a scrapbook page. See the difference on that, how those letters are coming out? By just simply having the, trying not to go over my own hand here. But just doing a highlight. Okay. Oh, wait. Do there. There. Okay. I like that. Okay. So that looks really great. Like my light here. It's just really shining out. And it's kind of telling me, you know, my personal for this page is for me to be brave and to know that I have the light to be able to be brave. And I just need to remember that sometimes and tell people how I feel instead of keeping it inside like I have a habit of doing. Okay. Let's see. Anything else I want to do to this? Let me look at it here. I think it needs a little bit more. Definitely needs the splashes. So let me grab my paint brushes. Just had them here. Where'd I put them? Oh, there it is. Okay. The best way to do splatters on paintbrushes. Oh, that looks like I got a question over on YouTube, so let me grab that real quick. Oh, it's Peggy saying hello. Hello, Peggy. Okay. Is a fan brush. That's what this one's called. It's called a fan brush. What they acrylic professional, real acrylic people use it for is they actually use it for making something soft on the edges. When you're painting, you kind of would take your paintbrush and you'd go like that along the edge and it would soften it out. But it also makes great splashes. So I just put some Liquitex ink down. I'm using a lot of Liquitex tonight. And put it on my paintbrush and it'll just do a real soft little flick. And it will give me some really cool splashes. So I'm not getting any over here where I want them. I am going to take that one off of her. So I don't want it there. And that one. Because I used gel medium over that was the reason I could lift those ink spots right off. If I had not put gel medium over there, which is one of those sealers like I told you, it would have prevented me from doing that because it would have sunk into the paper and I would not have been able to get to that. See what I'm saying? Okay, I like that. I'm pretty happy with that now. Okay, anything I don't like about this page is I'm going to go around with some orange paint just around the edges and see if I can just bring it out a little more. Just to make it look a little better, because I wasn't really happy with the edges. So, and I happen to have orange. So the reason I picked the orange paint is because that's what was still on my board over here that was not being used. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. So let me zoom in and let you see it. Take some of that glare off. See how cool the letters are? I love my girl. And look at her. See how her wings came out really well? But you can still see all the detail from the stamp. It all depends on how the light hits it. The really cool splats. See how that's dimensional? Like it. Really like it. Really like the way my my light came out. Okay, well, that's pretty much done. Does anybody have any questions? I didn't see any questions over on the other side. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it wasn't working, if it didn't zip by enough for me. Sometimes that happens. So, I don't know. But hopefully you guys didn't have any questions. But again, if you do...
Did my links come out over there, Terry?
I see them now. My page was not moving at all. Susan asked, I have gel medium by Liquitex and it is fluid. Is that okay to use? Yes, it is. It is the exact same basic product. There is a fluid acrylic and that's more watery, but yes, it does work the same. Alphabet I'm just going real quickly through the comments now that I can see them, because mine weren't working. It was just frozen over there. I will bump over to YouTube. Okay, I don't see any other questions, so I think I got them all. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let me switch back cameras so I can say goodbye. And I will be having a class next Tuesday, so I hope you do come back on next. Ooh, I better not close that yet. It's probably not dry. Let me switch cameras. Okay, there I am. Thank you again. Again, go to Sincity Stamps, and my new stamps are coming. The alphabet stamps are already. This was the very first press, so they're ready to be shipped to you. I approved a bunch of new stencils today, including the coolest Santa one with his reindeers in flight. I cannot wait to use that one. Also, Sincity Stamps is going to be having their design team call any day now. I sent that over to the owner today for her to approve the call. Once she approves it, I put it up. So watch for that. Again, all of that is over at sincitystamps.com or .blogspot.com. Check my page out tomorrow at terrisproul.blogspot.com, and I'll have all the material that I used tonight on there. Again, thank you. We had quite a few people in the room, even though I know it's a very busy week, and I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving. I really appreciate you guys showing up. I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.